Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Julie and I go by Mrs. Frugal Trash to Cash. And with the help of my husband Justin, we are full-time resellers. Our main platform is eBay, but we also sell on Poshmark. So today I'm going to do a what sold video, but it's going to be a little bit different. I've seen a few other people do videos in this style and I thought it was cool and I thought I would give it a try and see how we did. So we're going to go back in time a little over 3 months ago and we're going to look at a video I made. And this is one of my, older videos. Not that I have that many. I think this here might be video 42 or 43. I'm not sure. But we're going to go back. And then in this video, it was titled, "We Found Designer Shoes to Resell for a Profit on eBay and Poshmark." And in this video, we go over our whole one-day haul of 3 hours being at the Goodwill Outlet. And now I want to go back. In the video, we show 40 items that we bought, and I want to see how many of those 40 items sold, for how much they sold, and in the end, how our profits stand and how we did overall. So I just went back and picked a haul video. I wanted one at least 3 months ago, to give it kind of 90 days of selling time, and this one was fit the bill, so I went through it. So as I said, we have 40 items total showcased in this video, and I'll give you clips from the video up on the side, and then we'll talk about what the items sold for. So I guess I should move over a little bit with the clip there. All right, so the first item was these Prada shoes. Justin, everything in this video was sourced on one day, excluding these. He sourced them the day before. He had stopped in the outlet himself and got these shoes. So he found these Prada shoes. They ended up selling on Poshmark for $110. At the time, I thought we possibly could get more for them, but they sat for, I think, maybe like a month, and I was happy to accept $110 offer on them. Up next were these Tory boots. That's so funny. In the video, I could not say Tory Burch boots, and apparently I still can't say it. I found these on, the full day we went together. And they sold also on Poshmark for $75. The next thing in the video we show are these kids' Doc Martens. These have not sold yet. So then was a bag of Calico Critters. I actually just picked up a bag of Calico Critters and I show it in our last video, but this bag was way bigger and it had all different animals and furniture and things in it. I ended up parting it out in 2 sets. One set sold on eBay and one set sold on Poshmark. But together, the 2 sets sold for $55.99. Now, Justin's going to show some navy blue fly knits. These also sold on Poshmark for $36. Now, these Fin Comfort shoes I talk about in this video, they're German-made. These ones were Mary Jane style, very quality shoes, and I accepted an offer on these shoes for $45. Then we had another pair of Tory Burch, but these were flip-flops, and they were a bit worn. They were like the print on the sole of the flip-flop was kind of wearing off in spots, but they still sold for $26.99 because Tory Burch items just sell for a lot, especially her shoes. All right, these Ralph Lauren baby shoes. If you go back and watch the video, I talk about that these were just a purchase with my heart because I thought they were so cute. They ended up selling for $12. Yeah, I would highly encourage you to go back and watch the previous video. It's honestly one of our least watched videos. As I said, it was really early on, and I think I actually changed the title. The original title was just, it didn't have enough keywords in it. I really didn't know what I was doing back then, but it's kind of a funny video. There's some, it starts out with some outtakes in it. So I will link that video down below so you can just click on it and go right to it if you want to check it out. All right, these Eurosoft boots that Justin's holding up, they have not sold yet, but These items were sourced right at the beginning of spring, and I think these are kind of like suede leather boots, so it doesn't really surprise me. The vintage beaded bag. I love this bag. I have had so many watchers on this bag. I have sent out so many offers, but she still hasn't sold. Actually, I think now that I've looked over all of these items, at the end, when I'm done filming this video, I think I'm going to go back and anything that hasn't sold, I'm going to relist it, possibly reevaluate the price, the title, whatever, and see if we can get the rest of these items sold. This Callaway hat, we say in the video that we didn't look it up. And if it wasn't going to be worth enough to sell, we would just put it out in the garage sale pile because we pay about 30 cents for hats at the bins. And I sell my garage sales for $1 or $2. And this hat was not sold and it's not in my inventory. So I must have decided to put it in the garage sale pile. I honestly couldn't remember. These Easy Spirit Travel Time shoes, I literally just sold these. I definitely thought they would have sold for more. They were in a shoe sale that I put on. But yes, they were very wintry. If I would have been a patient person and waited until winter came, I probably could have sold them for a lot more. But if you've been watching me for more than a couple of videos, you know I'm not a patient person. So I sold them for $19.99. Timberland hat Justin showing. I just found it. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I have been talking about it. We like did a massive clean out of the eBay room, like the death pile shelves and stuff, and it was laying on the shelf. It had never gotten listed, so that'll be listed soon, but it's not listed yet. The adorable Coke bottle keychain, love that thing. It ended up selling for $11. These ASIC wrestling shoes, I do believe sold on Poshmark, and they sold for $24. I don't know if you're picking up on here, but a large portion of the shoes sold on Poshmark. So I definitely concentrate on cross-listing shoes on Poshmark. I try to cross-list like all the items that are able to go on Poshmark, the not super heavy items. But if I'm behind, I try to concentrate on shoes. This Oscar replacement bowl for a mini chopper. I say in the videos, they always sell quick, and this one did, and it sold for $19.99. Another pair of the green Nike Flyknits also sold on Poshmark for $27. These J Sport water shoes ended up accepting an offer on Poshmark for $15. Next, I show the calculator. It's still here. This was a personal use item. So at the end, when we calculate, I'll subtract some money for the few things that we kept for personal use. This vintage Santa cutout, I have not listed it yet. It was on the shelf with some odds and end Christmas item I have, but I just got a different vintage Santa cutout also. So I'm probably going to put them together in a lot and they'll get listed soon. The Raphael leopard skirt has not sold yet. Same with the Chico's top I'm about to show. The Chico's top was a smaller size, but that has not sold yet. This polo Ralph Lauren, the cable knit sweater, it sold, and I'm surprised. I guess it sold in the summer. I accepted a lower offer than I would have thought, but I accepted a $20 offer on it. I must have just been excited to move a big bulky sweater. And then the next thing I showed were these polo Ralph Lauren. They were like joggers. They were called Taylor Slim Fit. I also accepted an offer of $20 on those. So those two items, I definitely felt they would have gone for more when I made the initial video, but they didn't. All right, pause for a drink. All right, up next were these MIH jeans. Really cool, like high-waisted button fly jeans. They have not sold yet. Same with this like lingerie teddy thing. I forget what was the brand on it. It's from Kohl's. Daisy Fuentes, I think it was. Yes. And this the North Face convertible pants. I am shocked. We have sold them in the past. They've always sold so quickly. I 100% was convinced they had been sold, but when I looked them up, they haven't. So this is definitely an item I need to look at and relist. Something is probably wrong, like with the title. And next I show a blue Victoria's Secret, like vintage, like cami, and it ended up being flawed. The side seam was kind of all ripped out on it. I threw it, I do believe, in the garage sale pile because someone very well could want to sew it if they like. The John Deere hats, I sold for $13.99. This new with tags, J. Crew swimsuit, I took an offer of $19.99 on eBay. What's next? Oh, Old Navy corduroy pants. I say in the video, I doubt these will sell for a while because it was springtime when I listed them, and sure enough, they have not sold yet. The organic LL Bean sweater did sell though, and it sold for a nice chunk of change, $44.99. The Dickies extendable waist pants sold for $20.99. And the grunt style shirt that had like patches on the sleeve sold on Poshmark for an offer of $19. The Nike vintage sweatshirt I sold in a bundle. I do believe it was to someone that follows us, and it sold for $17.99. The dress I showed was for me, so that was a keep item. The Levi women's pearl snap shirt that Justin holds up sold for $17. The Bernardo packable coat has not sold yet, which is understandable because it's summer. The men's Vineyard Vines polo shirt didn't sell for very much. I think I ended up accepting an offer, I do believe, of $13 on it. And the last thing pictured were the Splendid pants. I talk about in the video that I had bought them thinking that Brooklyn, our daughter, might want them, and she ended up keeping them. So out of all those items, 40 items total, we had 23 items that sold, so more than half, so that was great. We have 10 that have not sold yet. They're listed, but they haven't sold, so those are the ones I'm going to work on relisting today. 3 items we kept for personal use. 2 items have not been listed yet, so I'll be getting on that in the near future. Like I said, I just found both of them when doing our clean out. And then 2 items are going in the garage sale pile. So our total for that day was $51, and I think it was 2 cents. I spent about $4 on the items that were for personal use. And I'll show you right here. At the end of the video, we showed that Justin found over $5 in a backpack that day. So I'm going to subtract that $5 from there too, because obviously we walked away with $5 extra in our pocket. So when all was said and done, we spent $42.02 on all those items that day. So out of the 23 items that have sold so far, we sold them, not the profit, we sold them for $684.91. Our fees on those items, I'm not counting shipping in any of this. The shipping is like separate from it. It was paid by the buyer, but the fees were $154.62. So when all was said and done, it was $530.29. And then if we subtract the initial $42.02 we spent on everything, our profit so far on these items is $488.27. So 23 items sold for a profit of $488.27. And like I said, we have 10 more items to sell out of there. So, I would think when all is said and done, we hopefully will be in the like 550 or north total profits for this haul. So we were at the bins that day for 3 hours when we, found all this stuff. So overall, very happy with that amount. And it was kind of fun to go back and see how much had sold in a video, how many items are flawed and couldn't, be listed. So many times, we do the video and it kind of just, it's done after that. So I really enjoyed going back and looking over everything. And since we're in the mood to go back and look over everything, how about I update you how we are doing on all of our like lots, items that we bought in lots, such as the Chicos, the Alegria shoes, and then the whole like Dungeons and Dragons lot. So we'll talk about that next. All right, so let's talk about those like wholesale lots or bundle buys and where we're at. A while ago, I did a whole video on it. I bought 31 pairs of shoes off of someone in Facebook Marketplace. Some of them are Crocs, but the majority of them are Alegria shoes. They were sandals, Mary Janes, different styles. So far, I have sold 13 pairs. I paid $210 for the 31 pairs, so $7 a pair, which was definitely a high buy cost, especially for me. But they were all ready to go. They didn't need cleaned, and they were all very nice shoes. So as I said, we have sold 13 pairs so far, and we're now in the profit, $104.69. And obviously we have whatever 31 minus 13 is left to sell. Don't make me math that in my head. All right, on to the good Chico's box. So I ordered 2 Chico's wholesale boxes through Helpsy Source. The first one came and I was so thrilled with it that I ordered a second one. So the first box I have sold all, but sorry, a little natty something just hit me in the face. All right, let's try that again. I sold um, I only have, I think, about 6 items left that have not sold out of the first box, which was the really good box. And my profit right now stands at $257.02. I purchased the box for $114 just to give you reference. So that one has done very, very well. I definitely was hoping for about a $300 profit on those boxes. I actually think I was thinking maybe $250 to $300 on the wholesale boxes. So that one performed above where I thought. Now the crappy Chico's box, that box, oh my God, that box will be the death of me. So to recap, I love the first box so much. I bought a second box. The second box was pure crap. Almost every single item in the box had a flaw in it or on it. Like I ended up not being able to list a large portion of there were supposed to be 40 listable, 40 items in the box, and they have like a defect rate of, I think, 20%, whatever. When all was said and done, at least 35 of the items should have been good to go, except when I was done, I think I only had like 26 items that were good to go. I did contact them. I sent them pictures. They offered me a whopping $15 credit. I said, no, thanks. I'm not ordering from you again. But so we have only sold, I think, like 12, 13 items from the box. But because the box costs $114, and as I said, almost every single item is flawed, so it's not selling for much, we have only made a $37.45 profit on that box. I'm honestly surprised we made any profit. I'm glad to make my money back, and I will be so glad just to have all of that eventually gone and out of my life, because that was just a bad experience overall. All right, and now on to the Batman, Dungeons and Dragons, Star Wars, the box. I'll show a picture right there from a previous video. We went to a garage sale, had this whole box of items, like these books. They had a sign on it that said $2 a piece. We asked how much for the entire box, and the guy said $25, and we said sold. We didn't really know what was in the box and how much the value was, and when we got home, we were in for quite a shock. So far we have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items from the box, but one of those was a lot of 8 books. And our profits right now are at $619.39. And we still have 8 items to sell from the box. One of the books that's left is listed for like, I think, $130 some dollars. A lot of, I think 6 of the items are listed for $39.99 each. And then I can't remember what the last item is. So I would think realistically we should be able to make, another $200 in profit. I had said that day that I thought like the sales price, not the profits, would be around $1,000 when all was said and done on this box. And I think, my estimate was pretty correct, and hopefully we'll come in around $800 profit. So turning $25 into $800 and so quickly is like amazing. I think we all wish we could find those kind of items on a weekly basis. Heck, if we're dreaming, let's find them on a daily basis. All right. So I guess that concludes our going back in time recap video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have another video out, this week, normally Wednesday or Thursday. I'll probably, go over some weekend sales and, tell you exactly how much we sold, what it sold for, and how much profit we made. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you want to see more of my content, subscribe so you get some notification. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.